to week 10 in the books. What a week it was. I managed to pull off yet another win. Only lost twice. I'm 8-2. 8-2. How's that happen? Good night. I've only lost to 2 managers. Leighton and Joe. Fuck you, Leighton. Fuck you, Joe. Okay, let's get right to it. Pete Smelly Pump III scored 154.1 points, besting Dave's Lockett and Loaded's 131.44 points. As you can see, this score right here is much higher than this score right here. So, I won. We have no winner manager videos this week, so our league MC graciously stood up and participated, and he'll be announcing who did not win each matchup. So, since Dave lost to Pete, Alan, what does that make Dave?
You are a loser.
Thanks, Alan. Next up, we had Alex's Jim Bob Cooter at 162.96 points, going up against Leighton's Just the Tip at 100.14. As you can see, this score is much, much higher than this score down here. So Leighton did not win that one. Alan, what's that make Leighton?
You are a loser.
Alan, his Louis Christ scored 120.16 points over John's Your Mom, who only scored 85 points. There should be a number right here, like a 1. At least a 1, but there isn't. There's just nothing. So 85.6 points. Alan, what's that make John last week?
You are a loser.
Right, you are, Alan. Joe's K.T. Jordan George scored 147.12 points. George's 2 Girls 1 Cup only 107.66 points. George.
You are a loser.
This is your 7th cup of pudding that you're receiving. You're supposed to hand out the pudding. You must really love pudding. I mean, why are you being so stingy with the pudding? You must love pudding almost as much as this guy.
I love pudding! No, Johnny, you just gotta dig in. Give it a little motorboat. Oh, gosh. Pudding!
You grossed out? I am. All right, so Rob's Hilaire
Oh, hell yeah.
took on Sean's Red Hot Jabril Peppers. That was kind of a close matchup, kind of. 149.92 points. Sean only scored 107.58 points. That makes Sean the lowest scorer and the loser of this matchup. Ace, what do you have to say about Sean?
Le who? The her.
Nice one, Ace. You're welcome, Sean. Todd's Off Turks team scored 136.98 points against Brendon's Wentz from My Chum. Scored 68.12 points, Brendon? Brendon, what are you doing? Again, there's no number here. There should be a 1 here, but there's not. There's nothing. So it's just 68 points. That made Brendon the lowest scorer of the week. And that brings us to our
Stat of the day, dap bap. Stat of the day. Here comes that what? Stat of the day. Bop.
That's right. Brendon not only was the lowest scorer of the week, but he now joins an exclusive club of managers in our league. Brendon is now one of only 3 managers to have gotten the lowest score of the week twice, son! Twice this season! Let's reflect on those 3 managers, shall we?
2-time loser. 2 times I'm a loser. 2-time loser. All because I tried to play the game.
And finally, the Nail Biter Award this week went to me and Dave. We had a pretty wide chasm between us. I already tore down the sheet. I'm not going to show it to you again. But I got the Nail Biter because we were the closest score of the week. That's right, Dave. Closest. And also, no benched award this week. That's another
Stat of the day, dap, bap.
This is the first time this season that there's not been a benched award. That's both good news and bad news, I suppose. But not one manager had enough points on their bench to beat the person they were playing. Sean and George left the most points on their bench. Only 0.8 points separated those two's bench points. But neither one would have beaten their opponent had they played the right players. So no benched award this week. Let's go to the preview, shall we? Week 11, already in the wraps. Pete is going up against John. I'm projected to win, and I'm going to take myself to win this one. John's going to lose. Brendon's going up against Dave. Dave's projected to win, and I'm going to take Dave to win. Sorry, Brendon. Todd and Rob are going up against each other. Todd is favored right now, but I'm going to take Rob. I like Rob's chances this week. Sean and Joe are going to go at it this week. Sean's projected to win, and sorry, Sean, I think I got to go with Joe. He's a little bit on fire. So, going with Joe there. George and Alex are going up against each other. Alex is favored to win, of course, but I'm taking George. He can only eat so much pudding. And finally, Alan's going up against Leighton. Alan's favored to win, and Leighton, I'm sorry, I got to go with Alan here. That's looking good. So that's it. Set your lineups, strike hard, strike fast, and always be a good sport.